In exchange, she couldn't get alimony. I didn't want my children to get involved in the divorce. My wife decided to do that and even brought up the reason for it as a form of a preemptive strike. I only talk about the divorce when someone else brings it up, which Christy always wants to do. I am not abandoning my daughter. I am just lowering contact with her until the divorce is finalized because she's not letting up on trying to pressure me into taking her mother back and refuses to go to therapy, which I will pay for. I decided to schedule a sit down with her to explain that what goes on between her mother and me is not her fault and that I simply can't ever go back to a woman who deceived me in such a big way. I told her I try to be as forgiving and empathetic as possible. Still, I will never tolerate people who lie with malicious and selfish intent and try to cut them out of my personal life as much as possible. I was very calm when I said this and tried to be as loving as possible to my child, but it didn't work. Christy ended up breaking down and again tried to get me to convince me not to divorce her mother and just forgive her. I refused and, in the end, went NC with Christy for a little bit. I only spoke to her again 2 days before my other daughters, Jane, 20F, birthday through a text asking her not to bring up the divorce since this was going to be the first time my wife and I